That should be fun. I didn't know it was recording. I was definitely downloading and uploading and digesting. Spirit was revealing to me that this tarot message is for a special group of women. And those women are called Divine Feminine. Those are whom are seeking delicious paths of sisterhood, femininity, nurturing, nourishing, not just themselves, but everything that they touch. So this is a special message from the Manara deck because, guys, you do so much for everyone else. It's now time to dive into your psyche and see what truly excites you. Manara. Okay. I have two decks I'm going to be pulling from. The other is a zodiac oracle, just to get some clarification on some of the signs involved within this deck. Creator of all, thank you for this divine alignment in this moment of juicy femininity to understand what is being desired in this exact moment, because we as women evolve daily. So let's tap in, please. Be of delight and allow us to have more insight and clarity of what has been provided in this chapter for us all. Thank you so much, Creator. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael, for your assistance with providing clarity swiftly. Thank you, my ancestors, those who have and will come across this message, ancestors, for allowing us all here for sacred innocence and, as I've already said, divine femininity, going into this world of juiciness and tantra, understanding our wombs. So let's dive in. Thank you for the answers provided. Hope everyone's been having a good day. My name is Ishani. And welcome to Earth Angel Tribe. This is our channel. And you know, mostly here, we're here for truth. There's nothing more that we seek than the highest echelon of truth. Too many cards of unconditional love within this paradigm, this exact dimension that we are holding together from here. For the first card we have here, I will be covering a portion up as this beauty queen here lays in the bed and eats her heart out. Or should I say eats a heart out, of whom we shall know. I think something's on my face. Of whom we shall know. So that's our first card. It does represent fire with the upwards triangle, you know, the way that it's balances that we learn in school. Upright. And there is a feminine here with brown hair, blonde to brownish hair, light brown hair. High maintenance for sure. Her nails are done. Her lips are pouty and painted. And she is definitely laying on a very beautiful fabric. If you could see here, like a robe of some sort right there on the side edge. It's very pretty. So yes, this particular card speaks of a burning desire to have a reciprocal love. Like the balance of you both. I know this is funny, but we've heard the term, it's a very old term, but of eating your heart out. And it's funny because I had to look this term up a few days ago because I pulled this card for myself. It has negative and positive connotations, as all things do, like the polarities. So you will have to put this where it fits. But yes, she is laying here passed out and got her fixing, honey. Look, she gonna save the rest for later. She's saving the rest for later. Okay, Spirit, let's add these back in. Excuse me. Next message, please. That is so funny. And so with fire here as well, we have some fire signs connected here. So you may be a Leo, Sag. So the fire sign. A Leo or Sagittarius. Maybe born on the 1st of a month, or have a particular number. Maybe your soul number is 1. This card wants to jump out. I caught it coming out. Knave of water. The Knave of Water. Okay, so this is your next card. I will be covering another portion of this. As we can tell, what's pretty much happening here. This is water, which is feminine. So we do have the triangle pointing downward, representing water. So if you want to take a look here, let me give you the card first so I can show you. So this is the card. You are definitely seeking exactly what this represents. What does a man in number 1, a suit, number 2, an army, military, navy, whatever you want to put it there, suit of that nature, that's one of the sexiest suits besides a birthday suit. When you're looking at it in a positive standpoint of, oh my gosh, they fought for our country, they fought for, the women stay home, whatever the case may be. But mostly what I want you to understand is what I've just mentioned before, and that was that you are seeking your reciprocal half. Do you see that? As above, so below, baby. So yes, he has her thrown over his shoulder, and this is so sexy because this is like, I'm sure I've been thrown over like maybe a shoulder or two, but like that's like an old school, come on baby, let's go, take you out the door, even like to pick up the bride and like hold her like a baby into the the threshold of the bedroom. Like that's so, I don't want to call it vintage, but old school. So yeah, but also she has let me see her skin. She has, especially where my hand is covered, a lot of bruises on her skin. Like she likes it rough, and she's not bleeding. So he knows just how to handle her like a man. And she's just laying there all dainty and thrown over his shoulders. Honestly, it looks like her hands are tied behind her back, but he's holding them too, so you can't really make it out. So some of you like to have your hands held behind your back in some really fun, erotic ways. We are seeing a dark-haired couple here. So the girl, her hair is extremely long. I would say almost to the bottom of her back, and her partner has shoulder length like that. Tom Cruise short hairstyle, bro. Like he looks like Tom Cruise. He's very handsome. Don't laugh. He looks like Tom Cruise. And you can't see her face, which is the mystery of femininity. But yes, he seems to be trampling through water and have picked her up. So she is also the water, and he's trampling through the water. And he's not, as we can see here, He's standing strong, okay? He's not looking like he need any water. This man has not only fire in his chart, and there is a fire sign, but is extremely passionate or will be passionate about you. And as I said, he has stamina, but he also is strong. And there was another word that was coming up for him in my psyche. What was that word, Spirit? He gonna get the job done, baby. Yeah, this is beautiful. So yes, the Knave of Water is up next. All right, Spirit, what else you got for us? So for water, we do have Cancer, Pisces, and we have Scorpio. I believe are all of our water signs. And Aquarius are very emotional, but from what I recall, they're not a water. Yeah, no, they're air. So let's go ahead and get it the next card. It's very sexy. Oh wow. So we had a Queen of Fire who just dropped down on top of the deck. I am not able to show this card. It is extremely vulgar. There is a woman laying on her stomach with a beautiful, soft lingerie blouse on, and she is pleasuring herself. Her mouth is partly open. She is of blonde hair. Now, what I do want to say is there is a crescent moon in the back, and I'm also seeing two figures. So you may enjoy being watched, Miss Queen of Fire, Miss Passion, Ignited. And I love keyhole tops. Anyone who knows what a keyhole top or a keyhole is in the top, she has one, but it's on the back, so that's really sexy to me too. It's like it's unique and a sexy top. I do want to kind of show you what she's doing here without showing you what she's doing here. But yeah, you seem to like to be watched. I wanted to grab my board because this card has a lot to do with Aries as well. Yes, fire. There we go. So Aries, Leo. Thank you. Sagittarius. I always have to remember that I partially dated. I won't say dated. I got to know a guy who was an Aries, and that was the only guy. And I was like, when I was so young, so I always forget like who's an Aries and what signs it relates to. But this is the fire signs, excuse me, that I mentioned earlier. I did a mix up and named who has a fire. So Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are the fire signs. Excuse me. That may be significant. I'm kind of myself here. So to show you this card without showing you this card, can I do that? I think this is okay. This is how she looks on the top, and this is what we have going on the bottom. Like I said, without revealing too much there. So you are very passionate. Very passionate. Both of the fire cards have a female on it, and she is in one, well, both of them, her eyes are closed. That is like a very pleasure-filled experience for sure. And though it doesn't show the guy in the first card, or it shows her by herself eating her, he could totally be down there doing something. But yeah, so that is that beautiful queen, the crescent moon, There's also purple here, lots of purples, soft and heavy purple, like a royal purple, representing consciousness. Also the sky in the background, it's not black. That's how I can see the shadows. The sky is conscious. It's a conscious color as well. a high level consciousness color. So, but the beings, they are dark figure. And there seems to be two, as I mentioned. It's definitely not a bedpost. But, yes, they are watching. And as I said, you may like being watched, or you could be the watcher. Like, maybe you like watching others. Oh, all right, next card, Spirit. What you got for us? This is so cute. And then next we're gonna grab us some zodiac cards just to clear up some of the energy for the cards, because we're just getting fire and water so far, which, sorry if you hear my stomach growling. Fire puts water out. Water puts fire out. But on certain fires, they say not to add water. You know, you have to stuff those with like baking soda and other stuff. Any other cards here? Okay, we have one that just came out. It's looking like Earth. Earth just dropped. Queen of the Earth and Queen of Fire. You naughty girl. I'm watching you. You, my dear, are very adventurous. You have a Capricorn energy on this card for Earth. Very sexy. You are something else. Let me show you this card. And then I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm hearing we can do it anywhere. We can do it in the shower. On the kitchen floor. We can do it anywhere. I think that's 112. I'm a super R&B head. But yeah, so girl, you were outside in the alley, honey, with a nip out, shout dress on, looking like an alley cat. You manifesting it. Sex. Wherever you want it, however you want it, with the person you want it with. Look at this energy. Fires and as above, so below, you know. So it's like it's such a reciprocation. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking I can say this. It's such a reciprocation. As above, so below. This is how they came out. It's crazy. Yes, very reciprocal. Let's see what else we have. One more card, please. This person, he's gonna be very attentive, detailed, thorough, and patient with his love making. Okay, baby. And you're gonna have him singing the blues. It ain't just about him. You're gonna have him singing the blues like this when you're done. Got him on them tippy toes, baby. Being the maintenance man on every little project in the house. Who calling who for what? Not the way you put it down on him. Like Cardi said, and I'm just joking. I don't cook, I don't clean. Tell you how I got this ring. Okay, now. So we did have a card that dropped. The Tower. It is what dropped. Look at this card for a moment. very dark. Just reading into the energy. Let me put them all together. So this represents 16. 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is perfection. What are we dying to here? Yes, that's 2. Okay, I'm seeing it. The tower. It is representing in this particular spread the rebirth. Like this tower represents how sweet and delicious the walls come down. You, him, in reciprocation, both letting your guards down creates divine perfection is what I'm saying. Hearing, excuse me, divine protection and divine perfection within that. The tower represents, of course, the dying of something and the rebirthing. Almost like Phoenix. Things have to be dismantled to be remantled. So in this particular card, it is sharing that the reciprocity between the two existing in the polarities, the yin and yang, the yin and yang. Intertwines with how once you have died so many times, there is finally this balance, okay? There's finally this balance within you and the one whom seeks you and whom your soul seeks. And when this frequency is matched, as you both have gone through divine dismantlement, there will be a new mantle birth, a shared mantle, a reciprocal mantle, one that neither of you have seen, because you give so much and have taken from others so much, like have taken the bread of what they've given. Let's get some zodiac signs thrown down. Fire and water was all over that. We did get some clarification with the water of Capricorn and Aries, but it doesn't have to be obviously straightforward. That sign, they could have a lot of it in their chart. Like I know I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, like in like 4 houses. So it's like, yeah, they could be a heavy Capricorn on your chart. We have our first card out with Saturn here. Yeah, so Saturn is here to reiterate the personal growth and self-development that is happening between the both of you on simultaneous timelines, but in 2 different locations. This person, obviously, y'all aren't together yet. So whether you're in the same city or not, it's still a different location. Saturn is also here to keep you within your discipline, placing limitations, aka boundaries, where they need to be placed. Okay, persevering through temptations that temper with the boundaries that you placed. Saturn here is holding symbols. We also have 19 here, and 19 is here. With Saturn holding a really beautiful bowl of some sort. Mr. Saturn, they're learning more about the planets right now. But yes, with all the life lessons you've learned, I mean, honestly, when you know better, you do better, right? So let's say, as you've been on your journey, you've started to apply what you've learned. Those things that bring you to the low vibrational states, you don't do that shit no more. Because where did it get you? In a low vibrational plane. Stuck in a loop, right? So Saturn is here to remind you of all your hard work, to congratulate you, but also keep you focused on your goals, how you handle your responsibilities, building a solid foundation for your personal growth. Okay? You and this person of yours. Just peeking around, trying to see something on this page. Forgot where I've seen this at, but I will have to come back to it soon. Here it is for lead. So lead, 19 in lead, 1 and 9 is 10. Leadership. Alright, now. Next card. One more card, Spirit. Let's close out this reading for this card showing itself. Aries. Aries wanted to show itself. So Aries is significant. There is an Aries connected to this reading. For sure. And then the Gemini wanted to come out. Which is very hilarious because what do we have here? So let me grab Aries that was peeking, and then I'll grab one more, not grab, but allow Spirit to give us one more card. And that's that. Let's see. Okay, Aries. Okay, that's weird. I just looked through the Aries deck and I don't see Aries in here, and it just revealed itself to me. It's backwards. Okay, that's why. It was the only cards backwards. Ain't that crazy? I can't make it up. Okay, so the next card that came out was Gemini, guys. And so funny is that 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1. It breaks it down to 1. So what came up next on the Aries card? 1. And then what came up on the Gemini card? A 3. Right? I'm gonna try let this be if I had this in my hand, right? But if you look at it this way, what did it give you? 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1, and I also had mentioned that the number 1 was significant for individual growth. A lot of individual growth. Okay, so I wanted to grab Aries again, even though I put it back because it was revealing itself. It didn't drop out. Is that this Gemini card has fire on it in the head, the opposite head. And then the other head looks like it has water. And then there I say that they're touching. Yeah, they're connected to the same, source. You and your reciprocal half. It's beautiful. A lot of passion here. A vortex. This passion is unconditional. It's like from the heart. Like it feels very fiery. Like from the belly, the heart. Eternal fire. It's like a vortex, you see? Come out of the vortex. Alright, one final card, please. One final card, please, Spirit. Align me to the final card of this message. Final card of this message. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave you with one more. I'm gonna leave you with a question to grow on before I go. Alright, so the last card that dropped out was Neptune. Neptune looks very water related, and we have 21, which brings us back to 3 again, which was on the Gemini card. And then the Neptune symbology. Correct. So yes. So let's make sure that the final message that we're having here, and it's just crazy because as I spoke before about the reciprocation and everything that you and what you desire together, right? So we've had the look at the Monarch deck, right? But then we also had Saturn come out along with Aries, right? And then we had Gemini, okay? Representing the twin and this energy of reciprocation shared between the two of you. This is a twin flame energy. Let's just keep it real here. This card has come out to represent twin flame energy, representing 11 as well as 111, for new beginnings, for this love. If you both can hold tight to not only your personal growth still, that never stops, and self-healing. This is a lot of healing happening as well. If you can see this card, this is cocooning. This is cocooning. And you all are emerging or maybe going back in, whatever may be exactly happening here. But that most of this is revealed. This seems more like it's shedding now, can now fly into each other's love. This is beautiful. I've never ever seen such a beautiful message about love. But I wanted to bring up Neptune here because Neptune is signifying what happens when you connect on a physical, and I don't want to make it 3D, but you know what I mean when I say that, when you guys literally can look each other in the eye, when you literally can touch, when this person can actually enter you, not just with words and vibration and frequency, but with their phallus. This is major. This is subconscious love, subconscious healing, subconscious and telepathic communication that has already been happening between the two for eternity, and in this now time are coming to be again. Okay? Neptune represents a lot of psychic abilities. Okay? Of you knowing and learning who you are from the inside out. Okay? Creativity, your spiritual awareness through your intuitiveness. Your creativity through your intuitiveness and your spiritual awareness. Through your healing, which brings us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay? This is our final card that came out. This is Neptune. There's a lot to be gathered here. It's a very, very beautiful reading. I want to thank you for your time. Much gratitude. I pray this message finds whom it needs to find. Spirit would like for me to mention that this message touches closely for me as well. I am on a very deep journey of self-growth, and I have learned and delved into processes to cleanse my womb, uplift my consciousness, to ascend through my heart. And I don't meet others much in the 3D who express that they are on such a path. And I just would like to connect with other like-hearted beings. So with that being said, I pray that this blissed love finds you. So joyful, full of everything that who the hell wouldn't want it. Like supernatural love. A love that's healed and dedicated to healing. This is huge. So with that, don't meditate too hard on the message. Just kidding. Take what you need from that and digest it and stay on your path. Do not get weary because you're close. I can taste that on my tongue. Like literally, I can taste that on my tongue. So it's coming. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, so that I can know if this message is reaching my tribe. I'm going to be posting so much more over these next few weeks, months, years, this lifetime, because this is my time to bring forth the messages, and I appreciate you for receiving this and having time for me and having time for you. This is a form of self-care. Okay. Tarot is a divination tool. It does not control your life. It is here to confirm. It is here to confirm. So, closing it out. Mwah.